Salutations, kings and queens, and welcome back to the Electric Leaf. I want to come to you all really quickly today because my heart, it's been feeling heavy. When I got the news this morning, it was a true morning. I usually feel like it's a grand rising, but this morning, it was a morning. I felt sick to my stomach to hear the news about Nipsey. And it put me right back in the same frame of mind as I was in when Dr. Sebi passed. I know I can get a little passionate when it comes to Dr. Sebi, and so passionate that the message becomes lost and misunderstood. So I'm going to ask the Divine Mother to flow through me, flow through my voice, flow through my words, flow through my spirit, my soul, my being. Let your message be heard, not mine. A little background about me and why I feel as passionately as I do. I've worked in healthcare all my life, just about, might as well say. I became a CNA while I was still in high school. I worked as a CNA for over 10 years, off and on. And then I became a registered nurse. And through all that time, I can't even front. I have to be honest and say that through all that time, I started to feel depressed, a hopelessness from seeing so many people get sick and die, seeing so many people take pills, so many pills. It was like a vicious, never-ending cycle, and I was a part of that. And I started to get really, really depressed. And so some people that follow me, you might know that I attempted suicide before. It wasn't like suicidal thoughts like, I don't think I want to be here. It was like, no, I'm done. I'm done. This can't be life. This can't be life. I'm done with this shit. And that was the beginning of my spiritual awakening. That was the beginning. That was the start of it. And I went to go get my hair done, and I never go to get my hair done. All right, my friends know. Cornrows, wigs, afro. If it ain't one of those, then it ain't nothing. Because I'm not going to go to a salon and let anybody mess with my crown. Not. But I felt drawn to this young lady, and I will plug her if she allows me to. But she didn't just do my hair. She did my head. Her conversation stimulated me, and her conversation gave me a hunger to want to know more things in a completely different realm of space than what I was used to seeking knowledge. So when she was doing my hair, she ended up putting on a sermon from Dr. Miles Monroe, who is another person that I feel personally was killed and didn't just die naturally. I feel that plane crash was not an accident. And that's just how I feel. All right, that's how I feel about it. Because he was waking his people up. He was waking us up. He was putting us on some different perspectives. And so anyway, I started binge watching his videos, and then that led me to this one video where I was just kind of like, well, they're not really talking about Miles Monroe, but I know that's the church. I could tell that was the church. And so I clicked on the video. And as I clicked on the video, that's when I was introduced to Jamal Moncure. He was there introducing Dr. Sebi to speak. Jamal Moncure, for y'all that don't know, he's on YouTube, and he has his own store, his own cafe in the Bahamas, Nassau, Bahamas. I want to go there. I'm going there. I'm manifesting. I'm going there. But he studied under Dr. Sebi. And so when Dr. Sebi gets up there, I was just looking like, who is this man? This high man. I know he high with these little, with these church robes on. Who is he? With them big old ears. Like, I'm just looking. And he starts talking about how there are no incurable diseases. And he gave me hope. Like, he gave me hope in a hopeless place. Dr. Sebi did. After I heard him speak that one time, I was hooked. I needed to know more about Dr. Sebi. I needed to hear more of what Dr. Sebi had to say. And I started binging his videos the same way that I had binged Miles Monroe's videos. And I became inspired. The things that my mother had taught me about herbs, the things that my grandmother had taught me about herbs, you know, it all came together in those moments of listening to Dr. Sebi speak. But I knew that there was more to it than the herbs, because I would hear Dr. Sebi speak about how people did come to a healing, and then after, a lot of them met their death. Especially the story that he told about Rerun. That really touched me, because it reminded me that it's so much more than the herbs. It's so much more than the alkaline water and the list. It's about the vibration in your heart. It's about how you love yourself, how you love your brother. It's about how you treat the environment. It's about how you vibe with Mother Earth. It's about how you vibe with Mother, with Mama, with the womb. You heard Dr. Sebi always talk about go back to Mama. He's talking about go back to nature. Go back to what we know. Go back to what it was. Go back to when we was naked in the jungle. You know, the womb, the divine womb, that thing, that energy, our ancestors, our forefathers, the force that brought us all here is sick. When I made that video, why you'll never heal on Dr. Sebi's list, why Dr. Sebi's list won't save you, it came from that place of just, like, y'all say you love Dr. Sebi, or we all say that we love Dr. Sebi, and how we all talk about how we respect the ancestors, and we respect the energy, and we respect our forefathers. But how can you respect the energy that you have not even touched tangibly if you can't respect your brother who's sitting right here in the flesh, right in front of your face? You know? That passion, I have to bring it down. It's Aries season. Because I want the message to be heard. I don't want it to be lost. I want it to be heard and understood and digested. How can we say that Dr. Sebi lives on through us, family, if we co-sign the pettiness that's going on in his name? If we co-sign demeaning our brothers and sisters because they're not able to get their hands on the foods that's on the list, or because they're not able to do things the way that somebody else might be doing them. You know, when we're all down here just trying to do the best that we can, we all are just trying to do the very best that we can. We should be lifting each other up all the time. Always lifting each other up. Always speaking life to one another. Always speaking love to one another. Always lifting one another up. Always being a conduit of love. Always being a conduit of peace. Peace, peace, peace. Goodness gracious, peace. My homegirl Supreme, always talk about her because I reflect with her on a natural level, where she was saying, sis, do you remember that scripture though, where it said that they say peace, peace, but there is no peace. You know, where havoc was brought to the people because they were saying peace, but yet and still they sloppily dressed the wounds of my people. Unplug that scripture down below. There is a wound that needs to be healed. A real wound. We're dying. And not only are we dying of natural causes, but we're killing each other. Our babies are killing themselves quicker than anything else. We have accidents as one of the leading causes of death for our children. But the number 2 leading cause right behind that is suicide. They sick of this shit too. So how can we overcome that? How? Dr. Sebi said there are no incurable diseases. I had made it up in my mind. I had written Dr. Sebi letters, and we were going to talk. We were going to reflect with one another. I was going to tell Dr. Sebi, there is one disease that can't be cured with herbs, can't be cured with alkaline water and fruits, and it's hatred. Hatred can only be transmuted with the energy of love. Love is the only thing that can overcome that. And it can't be my love covering you. I can only reflect the love that I have for myself to you, and hope that you see your reflection of love through me. I have to be steadfast. I have to continue to be diligent about my Father's work, which is to address the womb, address the affliction of the womb with care, with love and concern. I won't say peace if there is no peace. I won't be a liar. There is peace. There is peace and love. Dr. Sebi said, how? Dr. Sebi, they were asking him about the list, more ingredients and food. You know, that's what they like to talk to him about. And I played this clip in my video, making a list, checking it twice, where Dr. Sebi says, yes, but of all things, just be tolerant of one another and share love. Because I know that Dr. Sebi knew that this was coming, where the day where the community would turn in on itself like an autoimmune disease. Turn in on itself, turn against one another. We're fighting over some damn ingredients on a list, not even remembering that this healing is vibrational. People been healing on Dr. Sebi's list. People been healing when there were almonds on the list, when it was asparagus on the list, when pine nuts was on the list. People were healing. You want to know why? Because Dr. Sebi gave something greater than the ingredients list. He gave hope to a hopeless place. Hope to a hopeless place. And that's what Nipsey was trying to do. That's what he was doing. Giving hope to a hopeless place. He was getting ready to put out the documentary. Anyway, I want us to come together, and I speak life and love and healing over all of us at this time. And if you're open to receive it, just speak in your heart, I receive. That we're united and we're not torn apart. United in peace and not torn apart. So until next time, family, continue to vibrate love, vibrate well.